Hey creatures of the night, we're back for Fallen Saints at the Brick House Theater 2024. Last year they did this really cool thing where it was like a maze, but it was also kind of like a video game, which I was a huge fan of. That was awesome. They're gonna do something a little different this year, but we don't know exactly what it is, so we'll be surprised. It's called The Body of Cara Malloy, and it's a Fallen Saints tale, so we shall see.
Gather around, my dears. Samhain, a time when the veil between the spirit world and this world goes thin. Thin enough for spirits to move from their world into ours. But spirits aren't the only things that can pass from the ghostly beyond. Echoes from the past, memories of events long since forgotten, moments in time where paths of fate merged into one singular event. This building doesn't look like much, but when it was constructed, bricks were brought over from a pub in Dublin, Ireland called the Shady U. The poor souls who were in the Shady U on November Eve, or October 31st, 1866, have begun to echo into the present. The events of that night have been playing as if on a cursed loop. Now, the spirits inside this building cannot see you, but they can feel your presence, just as you can see and feel theirs. Do not touch the spirits, or alter the memories. Fate doesn't like it when mere mortals interfere with her plan, and she has already decreed that this event has taken place. Now, when I open these doors, please, it is up to you which part of the past you witness. It is between you and fate which path you walk. Choose to walk the path that feels right to you. There are no right answers, and there are no wrong answers. There's simply a memory that wishes to be remembered on a day that we remember our dead. Now, as I open these doors, be transported to the Shady U in Dublin, Ireland on 1866.
Right, there was a mermaid, I'm telling you!
What did she do?
What if she was singing? What was she singing? You didn't hear her sing.
Nobody else saw her.
Below decks or something. I heard her. How could anyone not hear?
Well, where were you?
She was singing. She was right. Well, I was in the crow's nest.
You were in the crow's nest. Were you taking one of your naps?
I would never nap in the crow's nest.
That's not true. I've caught you up there twice.
And you didn't catch me. I was resting the eyes. First of all, second,
And then it took a good to wake you up.
Now look here. I saw the mermaid. It was on that little spit of land right out there by the outer bay, the Grand Banks. That's right. Newfoundland. Yes. I told you about this.
You did tell me about it, but I'm trying to get the whole picture.
What were about her? There was a mermaid. She was laying down on the rock there.
And then she started singing.
And when she was singing, oh, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful song.
Had you never heard it before?
I'd never heard the song before, and I don't think I could.
You can't sing it.
I could never bring it back.
No.
No, of course not. I would never do it justice. It would break my heart. It would rend the heavens.
We can't have your broken heart. Rose would never let me live it down.
No, she wouldn't. She would come after you, wouldn't she? She would come after you like a banshee.
No, I can't be having that.
Aye.
Go.
At night,
You said that there was
when I'm alone, and I'm closing up like a virus. Right? I don't come. Right?
I'm not telling you a tale.
Noise. Right? It's like a scratching at the back.
Kind of scratching. You know, just a little tiny here and there. And as soon as I go to open the door, it's gone.
Like a person?
No, just like a small animal. But it disappears. I feel like it's in my own head, but I never hear it when other people are around.
What kind of animal?
A cat, maybe?
A cat?
Aye, because as soon as I hear the scratching, I go to look, and then I come down here to check on everything, and it moves around.
But this is Samhain, love. A cat! You know what cats are? They're shepherds between one plane and the next. They're wonderful creatures, love. You shouldn't be scared of a cat. They're Wait. This is Samhain? You know that there are druids and fairies that turn into cats to gain entrance into your home and they spy on you.
Fia, you know those are just ghost stories.
We've been telling you that since you were a wee bairn.
Aye, and just scare me into doing right.
That is not why we do it, and you know it. There's a reason why that we've been telling these stories for as long as we have to all our bairns. Why? Why would we do this? Why? We're not trying to waste your time. We're not trying to scare you. We're not trying to get you to do the right thing. I mean, we would love you to do the right thing. Especially after Ruin.
Aye.
Well.
Look, I'm sorry. I know he passed.
I know.
2 weeks ago. I know, love. You can't say anything to Deacon. Still in mourning.
I think he would think it a wonderful story for you to tell him how you loved his brother.
I don't think so. I can't talk to other people about this, Fia. That's why I came to you. You know how my mom's gonna make a fuss as soon as she hears about any of this.
Your mother makes a fuss because she cares about you. That's all she cares about is you. The pub could burn down. You need to tell her.
No, I can't be telling me Ma about this nonsense. It's the time of year. It's all.
You need to learn to trust your instincts.
I need to not be bothering my mom. Talk about cats scratching at the back door and yelling in the walls.
I think she would think it a fine change from the normal stress.
She doesn't need it. We can agree on that at least, can't we?
If you insist on shouldering this burden alone, here, at least let me evaluate with the charm to protect yourself.
Fine. But you can't tell me, Ma.
So long as there's no reason to, I will not tell your secrets.
Where's the ring? You haven't run there.
Do you have anything for sleep?
You trouble sleeping night too, you see.
Please, Fia.
Aye, we've a dram that'll lead with sleep. Here. Drink a spoon of this every night for the next 3 nights before you go to bed. On the 4th night, sleep with it under your pillow and then bury it the next morning.
Okay. I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. What else do I have?
What?
Bridget's cross.
I have one of those at home.
And it sounds like you have needed one here too.
I can't imagine there's evil spirits in a beer cellar.
Then you won't mind if I just hang this here then.
Invitation for mischief.
I didn't need to do that. Thank you, Fia.
A little gratitude goes a long way.
I am grateful.
If you start hearing those sounds again, you come find me, aye?
I will.
Right.
Exactly what I meant to say.
Oh,
That you're too by the door.
Stay still.
We need to put it back there. Oh, we need to put it back there. But now here's somebody I know will agree with me.
And what will you have me drink tonight, Finbar Gallagher?
That here is a beautifully carved. The jack of the lantern needs to be by the back door.
No, there's one, there's the front.
And none in the back.
I'm going through it. 1 minute. Whiskey. 2.
I knew that I could trust you on all things. You
Are you all right? Fine, I'm just scared me as all. Oh, there's no need to finish this tonight. Come out to the main room with us. I can use your help behind the bar. Yes, we'll finish this tomorrow. Right?
I've been married for 1 whole month now I have. What you guys need to see is my greedy and you'll think it's a paper pie. How am I supposed to explain to my wife that I was supposed to marry another woman?
Married. What about you, Deidre? Are you ready to know the first initial of your next husband?
Oh, no. I prefer the surprise.
This night, we get to divine our fortunes and woes for the entire year, and none of you want to take advantage of the moment.
Okay, fine, Fia. Tell me true. Peel the apple and let's find out the initial of me true love.
You're already married, Finbar.
That's why I'm hoping for an R for me rose.
Aww.
Mrs. O'Byrne, Snowburn, I apologize. I must be storing a body here.
What happened?
I don't know, I was making the rounds and found the body out back.
Round back of here. Someone was murdered outside my door.
Higher, the body was left there.
Well, do you know who it is?
No, I thought we could get them up on the table and take a better look.
Well, bring them in.
But do you have a hand, girl?
It's around back.
Let me give you a hand. Oh, that's wrong, thanks.
What? You never heard of this on Salwich?
Well, now this is the kind of mischief
I
I
was
thought you were
supposed
going
to
to
have
invent by not setting it back.
I was sure that I wouldn't tell you.
Back there?
I'm gonna tell you.
It's no one that we know.
You need to tell him. I don't tell him.
No, they don't tell me. Here they come. Here they come. Let's see who it is. Oh, the deputy's with them too.
This is
That's very serious.
Right, this way.
We're supposed to be honoring the dead on Samhain, not making more dead.
Is the table in the beer cellar ready?
But let me come with you. Will you mind the bar while I go to the back? Noreen. Yes, Mom. Stay here. You've been acting strange this evening. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me?
I'm just tired.
Are we going to the back?
Hey, follow me. What is that?
Do you have anything to ward off banshee omens?
That spirit just paid us a service. She did let us know one of us will be making it till morning.
I would, Deirdre. I prefer the surprise.
I've never known you to be ungrateful, Finbar. That spirit, that banshee just gave us knowledge, told us something we didn't know, and she did it as a service. You're just mad because you can't ignore the fact that we all died, and tonight it might be you saying goodbye to this world.
Well, you're right. I don't sit around thinking about it, and I got no plans on dying tonight.
We all go when we're called, Finbar ain't no way around that.
Well, leave me like this.
How long like this because of your nonsense?
Yes, Mom. So I need to get back to the office. Make a report. I'll be there shortly.
Yes, sir.
There's no pulse. There's no obvious wounds. A bruise around the neck. No signs of cholera or disease. What happened to her?
I don't know. There were no weapons near the body.
Well, we'll have to wait for the coroner. Deacon, would you mind stowing the hand barrow in here? Anywhere is fine. I need to get back out there and check on Noreen. This body isn't going nowhere, and there's nothing more that I can do for her tonight.
Yeah, of course, Peter. Holy Mother of God. We found you outside. We thought you were dead.
I must have fainted.
We checked you for a pulse.
I have not been feeling well lately.
Well, let me get someone to help you.
Oh no, please. Help me up before you go. I don't trust myself to get up on my own.
Of course.
Oh, take it easy, get in your...
By the supernatural, and she wanted me to make a fuss. We have a mysterious dead body in the cellar, and the banshee of using my hope this very minute. There's a whole lot of supernatural going around, and I tell me that they've been scratching at the back door, and the cat is talking about the back. And Deacon, for the love of God, leave the hand out of
Thank goodness you found me! We thought you were dead. I must have collapsed. I've not been well. I should go get me Mom. Oh, please don't leave me alone. I'm awfully frightened. There are sounds.
You can hear them.
That's why I was so happy to see you. I've been too afraid to move lest I anger whatever's in the walls.
It's been haunting me for weeks. Yowling, scratching. I'm so scared I jump at my own shadow whenever I'm alone.
Oh, you poor girl. Being tormented so.
My mom thinks it's supernatural.
How frightful. And I with nothing on me to protect against such things.
Oh, here, take me necklace.
Oh, you sweet girl, I couldn't. What will protect you?
Here. Here, just hold on to this.
Oh no. I don't think I'm strong enough to hold on to such an item if something were to frighten me. Oh, would you hold on to it and let me be near you?
Of course. Oh, we must stay together.
And your mom, should I fear her?
No, I can introduce... Sitting me, I never caught your name.
Kiara. Kiara Malloy.
I'm Noreen.
Such a charming name.
David! Oh, I completely lost my focus. What happened to David?
Oh, it was the creature. Came down and attacked on him. Jumped off him and disappeared into the... I don't know what it did, and he crumpled to the ground.
Did you see where it went?
I haven't seen it since it disappeared.
We can't stay here. Come on, let's go. Come on. That's right. Mom? The girl? She wasn't dead.
Jesus.
What do you mean? Not dead? I checked her pulse myself.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I've not been well, and I must have fainted. I must be weaker than I thought. If you could find a strong pulse.
Where's Diglett?
I went to the back, and he was...
What happened? There was a creature.
What?
He came down and attacked Diglett. He crumpled to the ground. I was too scared to touch him.
Is he alive?
I came to see if he was breathing.
Diglett!
Tell me exactly what happened.
I woke up and I didn't know where I was, and I started to regain my senses when I realized there was someone in the room with me.
We just have the
He was huddled in a handball. I began to stir, which caught his attention, and he started to come over to me when this creature came out. It was like a cat but bigger, fur black as night. It came down and landed on him. Diglett, is it?
His name is Diglett.
It landed on Diglett's shoulders and it was hissing. He was so frightened. Then it leapt off and disappeared, and I was too afraid to move lest it come to me. And that was when Noreen came in.
And Diglett didn't move after that.
All the facts I need to know.
I am so frightened. How did you not
Come to be found out.
It's alive!
She was moving.
I work as a laundress and was making my way home. I had been so sick and all, but I couldn't afford to miss work. I just arrived.
How's the person?
What's your fucking name?
Oh, Molloy. Kiara Molloy. From Waterford.
And did you travel with family?
No, Mom. My parents died last week. That's why I came to Dublin.
That makes any sense.
Do you think the creature's still here?
We should assume so.
I'm gonna go take a look at Diglin and see what I can learn.
Can I get you something?
Oh, no, I really
Where is he?
Oh, nonsense.
If you have any, ask.
Well,
No scratching the bite marks.
I live but a few doors down. It was no trouble. Perhaps Maureen.
Looking to see about some creatures.
It's trouble for me to walk in home.
Honestly, I don't know how exactly would go about finding the creature inside the walls. If it's even true. No, you can't think that that young girl out there managed to kill Diglin without leaving a trace of evidence. I mean, we just can't be going out there and accusing a girl of murder.
We're at Bridget's Cross School.
What?
I hung Bridget's Cross above the door frame. Where'd it go?
No, I haven't seen it.
What do we know?
Well, a dead girl come in here.
We know that we brought the young woman in here, laid her on the table, thinking she was deceased. Diglin stayed behind to to put the head burrow away. Noreen comes in looking for Diglin, sees the young woman alive, and Diglin dead.
That girl had something to do with.
Will you stop long enough for us to talk it through?
Me mate's laying dead on the floor. It's a hard reality the faces on.
And we'll find out what happened to him.
Before that, Noreen and I were in here. That's when Noreen told me she'd been hearing sounds. Been going on for about a month or so.
Right, there's a creature that's living in the walls for a month.
Noreen only said she heard a creature. Said it sounded a bit like a cat, but it had never actually seen it.
It is strike tonight. There's only Noreen that seems to.
Mom is the best Jew in 3 counties. I know you love it.
Oh, no, I hate to be such a podcast. You've both been so kind to me, but
A banshee coming to
I'd like
us.
to rest.
You've been through a lot.
Yes, and I know I will be better once I've had a chance to be back in my own bed.
I understand. That's the only thing I ever want after a long day at the phone.
Yes, I know I feel so much better. Just as an added precaution, I'd be grateful if Maureen could walk me to my door.
All this fuss must be a lot.
Are you thinking there's an evil spirit that we're worried about?
You're both so kind.
The cross I hung
Just
with
no
the
trouble.
gone, and now we have a dead body with 2.
You're all set. We can go.
I'll be back soon, Mom. All right.
Go straight back. Since there's here so much mischief, should we take the Bridget's Cross with us?
Where's the other one on me? Here, you'd like to hold on to it.
No. He's holding to it. I don't think I'm strong enough.
I think you're plenty strong, Clara.
Thank you.
Let's get you home. Come on.
You know what? Second best for house. I know Trisha, that's too late. I'm much hungrier than I thought. Of course.
Mom, can we get some of that stew before we go?
Of course. Oh, why don't you just Bert's right over here now. Fetch you some.
About how to deal with vampires.
So, what is Waterford like? Is it very different from Dublin?
It's a smaller town, especially compared to Dublin.
And what are the people like?
All the people are like people from any other town. Small especially. Everyone knows everyone else, but no one will interfere in each other's business.
What did you do for work?
I worked on my family farm. Waterford's a port town and there's always a market to take its items to.
Maybe I'll visit there someday.
And then throw some holes.
It can be a lonely place, but if you like to go and be happy,
Did you have no friends when you were there?
other women my age are married and there's no time for friendship.
Oh, that's awful.
That's why I came to Dublin, to start again.
Well, you are welcome to come by the bar whenever you have free time. I mean, I work most days, but I'd be glad of the company.
Thank you, Doreen. I'm so grateful for it. I've been so lonely since my family died.
Here you go. 2 screws. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. I'm sorry we weren't properly introduced.
Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. I'm Deirdre O'Byrne.
Thank you for your hospitality, Deirdre.
You're very welcome. Oh, spoons. I'll be back with a pair of spoons.
Deirdre, darling, come this way.
Did you learn anything? Did you want to get out of here? What is this? What's going on?
Silly.
You explain it to her. And you come with me. I'll go with you.
I'm sorry.
I feel safer. You took the Bridget's cross down and brought it closer.
Bridget's cross was meant to hang out the doorways.
It's going to be a silly question.
Well, the best protection it can offer is to stay right where it is.
I know, I'm such a fool.
Here, take mine. Are you okay?
I just startled us all. This whole night has me so frightened. Tell me, are there other ways for that creature to be getting in and out? Other secret windows or entrances? I just can't believe it disappeared into thin air.
Oh, I don't think we have any secret entrances, but we do have a back door for deliveries.
Can we check to see if it's locked?
Oh, it's always locked unless it's in use.
But I would feel safer knowing that we checked it ourselves.
Can't hurt to double check. Oh, we're just gonna make sure the back door's locked. Did you see the creature that attacked Evelyn?
No, nothing.
I do hope we can catch whatever it was.
We'll do our best.
We'll be right back.
It's not always a Deirdre passing out bowls of her famous stew.
You can have mine. I haven't touched.
Deirdre's stew is the best in town. She's taken it to competitions and she's won, hasn't she?
I at least 3 times.
Well, now, if you ask me, I think I know the secret ingredient that makes her stew so good. I consider myself a connoisseur of stew. I'm a connoisseur of stew. I have had beef stew at every pub, from the docks all the way up to the quarry. And let me see, it can't all be called stew. No, much too watery fermentation. A proper stew has to have heft to it. Has to have depth. You can't run off the spoon like a soup.
Soups are supposed to be.
Well, now I consider therefore that I know what makes a stew and what makes a grand stew. And Deirdre's, that's what your mother, she makes a mouth-watering, award-winning, couldn't lick the bottom of the bowl grand stew.
And stews are not my
her today handing out bowls on salmon of all night. But that's a treat indeed. I mean, I would say that if this were any normal night, she wouldn't even have a single drop. For her to have enough for one bowl is rare indeed.
Those are not my favorites.
Well, now, I know that you're new to town, and I know that I would never dream of depriving you of the best stew in town. It's the reason why I come here every night. No, it's true. If I don't, I find myself pining for a bowl of stew, and no stew compares to it. But I know that Deirdre, being the kind woman that she is, would never, ever ladle out the last of her stew without holding back at least a spoonful just for me. Because that's the kind of woman that she is. Why, you must be weak after your fainting spell. You look much better now than when they mistook you for one of the dead. I can't say that I've ever fainted. I've been knocked out a time or two.
I love this story.
See, I'm a fisherman by trade, and when I was just starting out, I didn't have my sea legs yet.
I'm sorry, sir. I've had such a terribly long day.
What have you need?
I need to get home, and I must bid you good night. Okay, thank you. Noreen, would you kindly please walk me to my door so that I may rest?
Of course, we shall go this very moment. Noreen, before you go, I need your help in the cellar. We need to lift the body off the floor, and there's a mess of things that need sorting before you do. Ma, please.
Kiara is tired.
Just
let me walk her to her bed, and then I will come back and I'll help you.
Ma, really, it's fine.
Dreadful night it is.
Mom,
Two girls walking alone. Here, take this for safety.
Escalated fast.
Be still. I have no tolerance for this charade any longer.
But you have to go to the England.
me, I'd hoped that you had gone in the back. That way I wouldn't have had to hear you go on and on about Stu. Your existence is pointless and pathetic. Kiara, please, tell us what you want and be gone. Noreen and I would like to leave. Now! There's a door! No one's stopping you! We're gonna go out the back door. Out the back? Find way to go out the back. Make a pot. But if you're hoping not to find a Bridget's cross on the back door, you're gonna be mistaken and disappointed. I have no use for such silly symbols. Noreen took down the one in the back and she'll surely take down this one if she wants to live. I'm sure Noreen's fond of living. Take it down! I thought it was a silly symbol. If I have to ask again, I will kill her. I'll take it down. I'll do it. Everyone over there! Right, come on, you need to.
We'll show you!
Noreen, my deception has been close to you to befriend you. I didn't mean to scare you. Please come with me. We can go to Waterford or anywhere you like. There are so many places to go and things to see. I want to see it with you. I like that.
Yes. I'm here for it.
Just take that down and we can escape. You and I. We can't be lonely if we're together. And you'll not hurt me if I do this. I don't want to hurt you, Noreen. Okay? I'll do it. I'll take it down. There. Do not try and involve us because I'm sorry!
She will upend lives with a powerful grace and unremorseful cruelty. But fate always has a plan. And fate has placed the creature, a Kiara Malloy, on a path leading here. That path was one of many, but through choices made, all paths vanished until only one remains. Now, when did fate know the path Kiara Malloy was walking on would lead to her death? Who's to say? But the path Kiara Malloy was walking was built of destruction and sadness and a deep loneliness of wrong centuries old. And paths of those kind always end in tragedy. Now, as you all follow me back out into the world of many paths, take a good look around you, for you never know when fate has you walking your last. Follow me.
Finton, wake up!
Finton, wake up!
Finton, wake up! Oh,
Here, have you received your tokens of remembrance? Received your tokens of remembrance?
The card, it was like, it was floating in midair.
Have you received a token?
What?
How about you? Have you received
Token of remembrance.
your tokens? How about you?
I wasn't expecting to be hit with such a tragedy. The girlfriends didn't get to go off and be together. One stabbed the other one in the back with this cross. I don't know if I can deal with that, you guys. I don't know.
Has she received a token of remembrance?
I did. Have you received a token of remembrance of your fairy box?
You guys, I'm feeling a presence.
Can she not see me?
I'm getting negative energy.
Go between.
Are you speaking to the spirits?
Oh my
Would
gosh.
you like me to translate the spirits for you?
You are the most normal looking person I've ever seen.
Thank you so much.
And I think that's
Absolutely.
Well, I feel like it's like
Music to me
a
ears.
flex, like just like
come on now.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean that yeah.
I don't know what you mean. How could you? Absolutely normal?
Yes, absolutely normal.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But like in a good way, like in a charming, like
just let these people get
like normal person on movies thing, you know.
Normal, so I'm really excited.
This is normal for you.
I'm very excited about being normal.
Oh, okay. I mean, like.
Yes. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did enjoy myself. I was really sad though.
Why were you sad?
Well, you know, like I was really rooting for like the girlfriends to run off into the not sunset, but like moonset.
The moonset.
Yeah, moonset.
Yeah, that's
like
what we call it in
yeah,
Ireland. Moonset.
Moonset. For,
Everyone
like,
knows that.
That's like a great way for like
the girlfriends.
Yeah, the
now who is it
vampires.
you're talking about here?
Kiara and Ciara. What was the other one's name?
Kiara.
And the girl with the braid who is cute but had some like issues, but we stand.
Really now?
Yeah.
Wow, so you put those two together in a relationship. Did you ship those two?
Absolutely.
Really amazing.
I was so excited for them to go off and to see the world.
It was a bit toxic, but I could see where you're coming from. When I saw them, and I thought the same thing.
Right? Okay,
Did they belong together?
Well, for better or worse.
True. No relationship is really perfect now, is it?
No relationship is perfect.
No.
There's a reason that all those like Beauty and the Beast tales and gothic romances,
yes.
Dracula is built on this sort of stuff, like the tension.
Right, Dracula.
Yes.
Not ringing any bells.
Carmilla?
What?
Carmilla.
What's that?
And she was a vampire before Dracula.
What's a vampire?
Well, they've got
I
things.
thought you just had some kind of a hemoglobin problem.
Oh, you know what? Like that could cause it.
True.
I've heard that sometimes it's like a disease type
What's
of
your
thing
name
in the
now?
blood. My name's Kaylee.
Kaylee?
Yes.
How do you spell it, Kaylee?
Kaleigh.
So close. So close.
So close. How did you think I was gonna spell it?
CEI. Let's see. What have I've seen it spelled in other ways.
Yes.
I don't know. Ireland spells it weird.
There's a lot of weird spelling.
Your accent
Hey,
is slipping away again.
at least you're not Welsh. What?
Your accent is slipping away again.
Sounds perfectly normal to me.
Yeah, he's the most normal person I've ever met.
Absolutely normal. See? Completely normal.
Completely normal.
Absolutely nothing strange about me.
Not at all.
How's my horns?
They're more like antlers.
That's true.
I think those have really come come in nicely.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. Oh, well, I'm really glad you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm having a blast. I'm having a real good time. Are you sticking around for the Shady Root?
I am sticking around for the Shady Root. I think after the tragedy, I'm going to need a drink.
Absolutely. I know I could use a drink. I'll tell you what. I'm running a little game called Shove a Penny. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
Well, I'll show you the back of my hand, and then you show me the back of your hand, and we'll see who wins.
That's not really a...
How is this judged?
Oh,
is
no,
there
it's
like
not a slapping contest. That's not what... I don't want you to get the wrong idea about it.
Oh, okay.
No. You push a penny across the board.
Okay.
It's graded by points. Yes. Right.
Okay.
And if you win, you get to slap me. And if I win, I get to slap you.
No.
Okay.
No slapping.
No, really? Oh, well.
Not allowed.
Doesn't seem like there's much at stake then.
Yeah, I do like steaks. I like raising the stakes. How about we up the ante a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah, like
I'm listening.
if I win, I get to pull your antlers out, and if you win, you get to pull my arms out.
Whoa, you're tempting me with a good time. Oh, both of those options sound really wonderful.
Right?
Well, my uncle invented gambling, so
I like your
So I think that is a good idea, and I think that if you pull his antlers out, it'll teach him a lesson.
I think so.
I don't know that I can be taught a lesson.
Well, you know.
I mean, you can try. I'm willing to let you try. Come on.
I mean, I think
teach me a lesson.
I think it works out either way. Either like, he looks very normal now, but if I pull out the antlers, he won't look normal anymore, and
there you are.
He'll lose that riz.
Absolutely.
Now, if
I've got riz. You hear that? I've got riz.
If my arms, you do lots of riz.
Thank you so much.
If my arms get pulled out, then I can't gamble anymore.
What's that?
If my arms get pulled out, I can't gamble anymore. So that's.
You can't use your feet?
No, I don't think so. I'm not that dexterous. Yeah.
I think we'll see.
Okay. Alright.
I'll see you there.
Alright, see you there.
Yeah, I'll see you there. No,
Yeah.
I'll see you there. No.
We'll see if those antlers are mine.
What are you
I
gonna
think that
do
was a
with
good
no
bet.
arms?
I think I made a good bet.
What are you gonna do with no arms?
You're assuming I'm gonna lose? I thought you had more faith in me. Wow. Wow, okay.
I know your skill level.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. See, this is why Barry is my best friend and not you.
He has no legs. You'll make the perfect pair.
Well, you know what? Barry believes in me. Barry believes in me. He believes that I'd be able to keep my arms, even though I don't judge him for not having legs.
Didn't you get him socks for Christmas?
That wasn't me.
Okay.
Don't tell him that was me. Doesn't need to know. I forgot, okay? I was a lapse in judgment.
I know. We're gonna get hit by a car.
You're gonna get hit by a car.
Oh, who sits weeping on my grave and will not let me sleep? Oh, who sits weeping on my grave and will not let me sleep?
You crave one kiss of my clay cold lips, but my breath smells earthy strong. If you have one kiss of my clay cold lips, your time will not be long.
Oh, who sits sleeping on my grave and will not let me sleep? Oh, who sits weeping on my grave and will not let me sleep? The wind did blow today, my love, and a few small drops of rain. And there did have but one true love, in a cold grave she was laid. Oh, who sits weeping on my grave and and will not let me sleep. I that sits upon your grave and will not let you sleep. For I crave one kiss of thy clay cold lips, and that is all I see.
You crave one kiss of my clay cold lips, but my breath smells earthy strong. If you have one kiss of my clay cold lips, your time will not be long.
Your time will not be long. Your time will not be long. If you have one kiss of my clay cold lips, your time will not be long. Your time will not be long. Your time will not be long. If you have one kiss of my clay cold lips, your time will not be long. Your time will not be long. Your time will not be long. If you have one kiss of my clay cold lips, your time will not be long.
Welcome everyone to the Shady U Pub. We're so glad to have you here tonight. Who would like to hear a tale? Alright, so there once was a rich farmer who lived in an old farmhouse out in County Cork. And it was rumoured that he had a hoard of gold hidden in his sleeping chamber. That's right. Oh, but one morning, the farmer was found brutally murdered, and all the gold was gone except for a few pieces on the floor covered with blood. Now, suspicion fell upon the housekeeper and her lover. The housekeeper's name was Sheila Neskin, or Sheila of the Knife, and she was a dark, proud, violent woman with a violent temper. However, her lover was a cowardly weak fella, and when they were caught, he turned against her to save his own life. Now, according to his story, he didn't take part in the murder. Sheila crept into the farmer's bedroom at night, and with a short, sharp sword, she stabbed him over and over and over until he was dead. And then the lover came in, and they found the gold, and they took it away to a secret place where they hid it. And they wouldn't reveal the location of the gold unless they received a pardon for their crimes. Well, the murder was too atrocious for a pardon, and so Sheila was hung by the neck until dead. The lover died in prison from fright because he was afraid that Sheila was going to come back for him for his treachery. Now, the farmer had a son that had lived far away, and he returned to the farmhouse with his own 2 grown sons, and they searched high and low for the gold, but to no avail. And then a strange thing happened. The son dreamed for 3 nights in a row that if he went to an old ruined castle nearby, he would hear a voice that would tell him the location of the gold, but he must go alone at midnight. So the next night, his sons are waiting for him at home, and he sets off to the castle. Well, a little while later, he comes racing back into the house, and he's terrified and panicked, and he runs straight for his bed, and he tells the sons that when he got to the castle, he walked inside, and he heard a voice whispering in his ear the location of the gold. But then, the evil form of Sheila Neskin appeared and attacked him, and pursued him all the way to the edge of the castle grounds, and he just made it barely with his life. And so then he starts to tell his sons where the gold is located. It's behind a stone. That's the 3rd stone from the left. And at that moment, a strong wind blows open the bedroom door, and an invisible hand lifts the son up off the bed high into the sky, and it dashes him onto the ground, where he was dead. His body broken. his sons mourned and they buried their father. And that next night, they decided to go to the castle themselves and find the gold. So they get into the castle grounds and they're starting to search high and low, the third stone from every location that they can see. And then a blue, pale light appears. And it's the ghost of their father. And he's pointing towards a particular third stone in the southern wall. And when they start to pull the stone away, suddenly the form of Sheila appears and it attacks the ghost of the father and drags him away. And the sons can hear them fighting in the distance. Their father's fighting Sheila tooth and nail. And so they hurry and they retrieve the gold. And they pull it from the castle and they're making their way to the castle edge. And Sheila knows what's happened and she's chasing them and pursuing them and trying to stop them, and they make it over the boundary of the castle grounds. And at that moment, Sheila's form disappears and they have retrieved the gold for their family. But they can still hear the sad cries of their father and the terror of Sheila. And so they decide to tear down the old farmhouse and the castle and build a grand new house for themselves with the gold. But on the spot where they retrieved the gold, they erect a monument to their father for his to honor him for his help and his love in restoring the gold to the family and for vanquishing Sheila and his You are free to roam about the pub. You can eat, drink, be merry. There are games. There are people to talk to. Have a grand time and welcome. Welcome. Hi. Oh, you're like
Well, I myself am a whiskey person. I know, sounds weird. An Irish person who enjoys whiskey. It's something you never hear about a whole lot, but it's one of my favorite things.
To play some liar's dice.
I would love to. What are the stakes?
I like to trade in secrets myself. Particularly personal stories that have never been told. Are you willing to wager that kind of stake?
I will.
Let's get someone else. Would you like to play some liar's dice? Sure. You'd like to play as well. Now the stakes are a story that has never been told before. One of my friends were about So the way this game works, be careful with the dice. Go to shake it, turn it upside down like that. Go ahead. You're going to look at your own dice. And now we're going to wager. I'm going to challenge you.
All right. I was doing so well. Fate can change at any moment.
Alright, so I owe you all a little bit of a story. Now the wager was a story that's never been told.
Yes.
I was walking through the woods and I come across this lad. Now this lad was about the age of 30-ish. And he'd just stolen some things from another carriage. And he left the people dead. So what I did is I grabbed him by his hair, I beat him, and then I dragged him through the woods. I took him to my cave, and I pulled him down into the deepest, darkest recesses, and I screamed at him from the darkness until he lost his mind. And now he wanders around the woods a madman.
Did you take the carriage afterward?
No, I have no use for such things.
That's too bad. What a waste of a carriage. luxury bird accommodation.
These
I like
things
it.
tend to go both ways. Nature is fickle that way. You take one thing and you destroy it, and it births something beautiful on the other side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you. That was a great game.
Quite well. Congratulations. All right. I'm open to chores. I'm open to whatever.
What's the difference between the Vampire's Kiss, the Banshee's Omen, and the Virgin Sacrifice?
The Vampire's Kiss, I think, has some pomegranate and something else, and it's mixed with whiskey. The Virgin Sacrifice is just this mixed without the whiskey.
Okay.
And then the Banshee's Omen, it's sort of like a White Russian with a hint of mint in it.
Interesting. Okay. So, a Vampire's Kiss for me, and a Virgin Sacrifice for my friend who got demoted for calling me out. Excited. Thank you.
All right, and you said another Virgin Sacrifice?
Vampire's Kiss is hardcore.
Something you will enjoy.
Yes.
Have you ever bought for coins?
I have not.
Very, very close. Please.
And you too, sir. Come with me. Follow me. You follow me. Sir, Mr. Carlos, come with me quickly. Oh, and Abel. This is fantastic, please.
I've come to take your soul to hell. Well, Stingy Jack, being stingy as he is, takes a minute, says, all right, I'll go with you, devil. But wouldn't you mind if I was allowed one final drink before you take me soul to hell? Devil says, okay, take him to a bar. Oh, but I have no money, says Stingy Jack. Well, the devil, being who he is, turns himself into a coin, pops himself right up there in the bar.
No?
Well, Stingy Jack snatches that coin up the bar, stuffs him in his pocket, right next to his silver cross, trapping the devil in his bar. Let me go, he says to Stingy Jack. No, says Stingy Jack. I'm not going to let you go until you tell me you're not going to take my soul to hell for 10 years. Well, what's the devil to do? He's trapped in Jack's pocket. All right, well, that's 10 years for Jack. And he goes on drinking and lying and bartering and begging. And 10 years goes by an awful lot quicker than you think, especially when you be drinking. So the devil comes back for Jack. And he's like, all right, Jack, it's been 10 years. I gave you your time. I'm taking your soul to hell. Jack says, okay, yeah, you gave me the 10 years, that's fair. But would you allow me one final meal before I go with you? There's an apple tree right over there. I hear you're something mighty fine with apples. You're really good. Would you mind climbing up that tree? Get me down 2 or 3 apples. I'll fill my belly. I'll go with you to hell. No sooner is the devil up in that tree, but Stingy Jack places 4 silver crosses around the base of that tree, trapping the devil in the tree. Oh, let me go, says the devil. No, says Stingy Jack. I'm not going to let you out of that tree until you promise me that you're not going to take my soul to hell forever. What's the devil to do? He's trapped in a tree. And so Stingy Jack goes on for the rest of his life. Well, time eventually does catch up to Jack, and he marches himself right up to the pearly gates. And St. Peter says, let me in.
Yeah.
St. Peter says, no, I'm sorry, Jack, but you've been lying, and you've been cheating, and now you're a thief. You stole time, and it's a very difficult thing to steal. You have to go back. Well, Stingy Jack doesn't like this answer, not one bit, no. He's decided he's going to make himself a prince of hell. And so he marches himself down to the devil's gates, and he says, let me in. And when I tell you the devil took the greatest pleasure in finally getting to tell someone else to go back to where they came from. this that what Jack asked next he got. See, Jack turns away from the gates of hell, having stared into the fire. And now that his back is turned, he's blinded and cold. So he cries out to the devil one last time. He says, "Devil, please, you were cast out of heaven, and you're casting me out of hell. Please take pity." And the devil do. So good a laugh he got out of that last chuckle that he throws a single ember from the fires of hell back to land at Jack's feet. Well, Jack snatches that ember up and he stuffs it down deep inside a turnip. And he carves a face into the front so that the light from the fires of hell can shine fiercely forward, scaring off any manner of beast or ne'er-do-well that might intend Jack harm. So fearsome was this light that even though you may not have heard of Stingy Jack, I can pretty well guess you've heard of Stingy Jack's a lantern. Right?
Let's try to earn for it. This Stingy Jack was a smart guy.
Right.
I think heaven and hell were like kind of wasting his potential. Yeah, he was a bit sneaky, but he's pretty smart. They could have him doing something.
Right? He should be making sure other people don't wheel their way out of their contracts.
Right.
But you got to count now, because my face is going to be in the bowl. All right. So here you go.
Oh, so I'm pulling it out with.
Hey, 2 hands.
This is gonna be interesting after I've been kissed by a vampire.
Oh, you were kissed by a vampire, were you, lucky girl?
According, well, I've been kissed by the whiskey and the vampire's kiss.
The vampire's kiss?
Oh no, it's hitting me real fast, guys.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
We're gonna keep 2 hands on the bowl at all times.
2 hands on the bowl.
She is gonna count to 30. Maybe not in an Irish accent, but that's fine. And we're going to try and get as many of these coins out of the bowl without using our hands as possible in that 30 seconds. You ready?
All right.
And you got to count. All right. Starting at 30 down to 1. Ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 25, last, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Ah, very good.
Oh, you got all
Hey, very good. I like you've had a wee bit of practice. All right, please feel free to take a coin from your own bowl first here.
Thank you. Oh, these are pretty. Okay. What do we think? This one, or that one?
Oh, we would say comment below, but this isn't live.
Yeah.
Which one is your heart telling you to take?
Oh, it's between these two. I really like the cross going because we're doing vampires, but there's a little cross in here as well, like on the back here.
Go with the silver. They can't touch silver.
Hell yeah. Okay. But what if I want a vampire girlfriend?
Oh, then you've got to go to gold.
Yeah, no, we're switching.
Hi, very good lad.
Thank you.
Comment below, guys, which one would you have taken?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Beautiful.
Hi. Some good vegetable carving. And some body.
Oh, you have to.
The wind is changing.
I'm not 9.
Awesome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming, boy. Come along and play.
All right.
What the hell you think you're doing? Now, what you got to wager?
My arms.
Your arms.
My arms.
That's right. I get to take your arms.
Yes.
Or you get to take me horns.
Yes. That was the deal.
That was the deal. Here
The
we
deal
go.
sounds even better now that I've been kissed by a vampire.
They're all on a layaway plan. Yes, I have to parse them out over a number of people. So here we go. Back of your hand. right? Make that back of your hand strong, right? You got to pop that coin in between any of these coins, any of these lines.
What if it hits the line?
If it hits the line, doesn't count.
Okay, shit. All right.
Hit it. No, hit too far.
Okay.
You can bounce it off of there and bring it back, but I would suggest to go slow. There you go. Nice. Give it a good hard. There you go. Smack. Oh, look at you. You're already losing your arms, aren't you?
I'm losing my arms. Oh, that was better. That was better.
That's a 6.
That was better.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. There you go. Give me one more.
Darn.
All right. I've got to beat 6.
All right.
Oh, you've got a real competitive spirit about you.
I do.
Here we go. All right. Are you ready?
Yes. No.
Here we go.
All right.
All right. One more. Are you ready? There you go. No, here it goes. It's coming now.
Good.
Here we go.
All right.
That was a lot of build up for nothing. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. Nothing's good. Nothing is great.
I'm gonna have those arms.
No.
I'm gonna have those arms, I swear. Damn.
That strength was perfect. I think that was a beautiful hit.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yes, but form doesn't count for nothing.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
I thought you said if it was on the line, it doesn't count.
It's on the line, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
I'm gonna have to give you my hearts, aren't I?
Yes.
All right. We're gonna have to figure something out. You might have to take all of my head or part of my body home. The horns are really hard to come off. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you know, I could.
Cut me in half. Put me in your car. Figure out some way. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win you with this.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's on the line. It's on the
Are you sure about
yes,
that?
It's not in the middle.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about
yes.
that? Really?
I'm sure.
Really? Is it?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Give her your horns. Come on now, give her your horns. I already promised that she could have your horns.
I'll accept the substitution. If you can find a substitution in here, I'll accept it.
No, you're absolutely right. I owe you some horns.
All right.
All right. Let me go find some. I gotta go kill a couple of things.
All right.
Quick.
See you in a bit.
Hello, my dear.
Hello.
I'm so glad you came to visit me again. I hope you remember me. You know,
I do, and it gives me a little bit of nerves, but like I wasn't gonna blow your cover in front of everybody else because I've been worshiping the darkness in my spare time.
I'm so glad you came. Because, you know, I am that shadow around the corner.
Yes.
The scratching in the ceiling at night.
Yes.
The skin crawling at the back of your neck.
Yeah.
I'm always around. I'm always around.
You're the reason I can't sleep.
Oh, thank you. Well, this is my cabinet of curiosities. As you can see, I have a nice little collection of things.
Poor Kiara.
Yes. You know, we can't have a vampire running around in Dublin.
No, but we can have a vampire sing the world.
True.
With a young maiden. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, you know, I have collected various knickknacks, trinkets, lives.
Yeah.
Things along the way, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You gotta keep a few lives around, you know?
Of course you gotta keep a few lives around.
I've got a pair of horns on a layaway, but I probably should ask for his life.
Well, you know, that comes with the process.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn from you. I'm amateur hour, you're the pro.
I've been doing this for quite a while, so it's been a thing.
Yeah.
But I do have a few items here. And if you'd like, please choose one, and it is yours to keep.
Let me see that one. From birth to death. Oh, this one's speaking to me.
Oh, well, that's a good one. You know, that did come from my time with Cara Malloy.
Oh.
Yes, it is a Celtic symbol. It's Triskelion. Right now, what we're using it as is one limb is the humans, one limb is the spirits, and one limb are the supernaturals. That's something that you're going to encounter all throughout this little experience here.
So I'll channel that.
Yes, please. Now, I'm so glad you came to visit me, and I really do hope that you come to visit me again. If you have any ideas of who you'd like me to capture, let me know.
Okay.
And then please enjoy the rest of your experience.
Will do. I'll keep praying to the darkness, and you keep keeping me up at night. That's great, you know.
I'm there for you, my dear.
Yeah.
I'm always there for you.
Always. Oh boy. Big leagues in terms of evil. If I could get that evil, it'd be cool. I don't think I will, but it'd be cool. Oh, that's
Something's about to happen. Oh my God.
I recommend you move over there.
Oh yes, we do. This is it's okay, I'm learning.
I recommend you stay away from her.
Why does he try to contact spirits not here? Perhaps he doesn't wish to speak to us.
Tell me, can anyone speak truth?
Is for mortals to speak to the dead?
It should allow the dead to speak to the mortals.
Well, I don't think the Doulahan's just going to let us play with it.
I want to play with it.
Thank you very much.
Perhaps she will help us.
Why would she do that?
I think she's nice.
Then you ask her.
We were wondering if we could speak with that.
It is not mine.
But you do not fear the Doulahan.
No, I have no fear of him.
Would you ask, please?
What words do you wish to speak?
Well, they've been helping people. Maybe they can help us too.
I make no promises, but I will ask. The spirits gather.
Many haunt here.
Many now and many more there'll be. They wish to speak.
Then let them speak.
You have the power to amplify their voice.
Why should I do that?
They speak of death.
I know death well.
Their words are not for you.
And why do I care whether they speak or not?
You came for them, yet here they are.
Whether they stay or go is not my concern. For my job is done, as they are no more.
But you could help them finish their tasks and help them move on.
You mistake me for someone benevolent.
I mistake you for someone who wants to finish what he started.
Provoking me will not get you your way, Banshee.
Nor will dancing in riddles.
I will not.
'Tis not what you already do, Doulahan.
This is different. This allows them to speak to the other side.
And you can't use it to let the other side speak.
Such gifts do not come without a price.
You are the master of death. You speak a name and that name is marked for the grave. What does death wish?
Souls.
The daughter of Nightfall's path led her here. She prepared souls for your harvest. Her time was brief, but time you had. Now help these souls finish the task that bind them to this mortal coil.
I'm satisfied.
Ready the pump for a seance!
Do we need anything to ward off the evil spirits?
I am the evil spirit and I am here already.
Pardon me. Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The time of the sound approaches and the veil between the worlds grows thin. The souls of the spirits who were brought here when they died still walk this mortal coil. Tonight we will let them speak of their fates. This is a talking board. Mortals use it to speak to the dead, but tonight I will let the dead speak to the mortals. My price has been paid. This service I render. Let no uninvited spirit enter this place, nor interfere. Banshee of Munster, she who overlooks the River Shannon, bring forth the first spirit to speak.
Dullahan, I bring forth Neve McCarthy.
The name has been spoken, and by my will, let her speak.
It's so cold. Why is it so cold? Blood? Why is there blood? Molly, please help me. My mother. I must get back to my mother. Please help me. You.
Dr. Bargain! Does she not speak?
Do you dare to deceive the Queen of the Banshees?
There's no deception here, Herald of Death.
Hear me, Dullahan, for if you do not let this woman speak of her own free will, I will call my Banshees to the Midnight Court and I will pass your judgment. We will shepherd their souls so you may not come near them. 'Twill not be a house, nor road, nor field where the Dullahan will be called, for so I have spoken, so shall it be.
You think I'm afraid of you?
For so I have spoken, so shall it be.
You hold no power over me!
For so I have spoken, so shall it be. I've spoken it thrice and bound it this night.
I have no wish to play your games, Banshees. On the name of peace, I let her speak.
Neve.
Yes?
Why do you haunt here?
Regret. I died never knowing love.
Tell us your story so we may help you find peace.
The night before I died, I attended the dance at the Dargan residence. It was a grand estate. We were welcoming the Harvest Festival. It was not my first dance, but it was my first dance where I found myself with suitors. Very eligible suitors. It seemed as if when one dance ended, there was somebody there ready to partner up for me for this next one. And it went on and on to the evening. And when the festivities came to an end, I gathered my belongings and they all offered to walk me home. But I declined. And I went home with my dear friend Molly in a carriage. We fell asleep, giggling to the turn of events. And then when I woke up, there was a beautiful bouquet of flowers waiting for me with a card that simply read, "Yours truly, yours truly." I wish I knew who yours truly was. So I tried to find out. I strolled down the River Liffey. I asked the florist, but none would confess to dropping off the flowers. And I asked the carters, the carriage drivers, and even a few well-informed gossips. But 'twas for naught. So I decided to return home to see if there were any more clues waiting for me. And then the night became chill. And then the rain began to come down. And so as I turned down the Broad Air Roll, I fell down as if somebody had hit from behind. And I fell forward. And I got up and I looked up and down the road and I saw my friend Molly. And I reached out to her for help. But then it got dark. And then I woke up here. Or I guess I died here. But Molly was there this evening.
Molly? Who was Molly?
It was the vampire. She called herself Kiara Malloy, not Molly.
Are you certain?
Well, she said her last name was Molly Malloy. But why would she kill me? I was nothing but a friend to her.
I'm afraid the vampire has taken that answer with her to the grave.
So I don't know why the vampire murdered me. And I don't know who sent me those flowers.
I can answer that question for you, Spirit. 'Twas my brother Martin that left you those flowers.
Martin Gallagher? I saw him at the market every Thursday. He never said anything about taking a liking to me.
Well, he was afraid. He was frightened that you might laugh at him being a woman of high status and all.
No, your brother was a kind man. I would have been flattered had I known it was him. Please tell him that for me.
He's rather bent up out of shape over your passing.
'Twas not his fault. Please tell him I will never forget him. And thank him for the flowers for me. I will miss him.
Time of the sound approaches and the veil between the worlds grows thin. The souls of the spirits who were brought here when they died still walk this mortal coil. Tonight we will let them speak of their fates. This is a talking board. Mortals use it to speak to the dead, but tonight I will let the dead speak to the mortals. My price has been paid. This service I render. Let no uninvited spirit enter this space nor interfere. Banshee of Munster, she who overlooks the River Shannon, bring forth the next spirit to speak.
Dullahan, I bring forth Fintan Moore.
The name has been spoken. By my will, let it speak.
I'm afraid.
Have no fear, for no harm will come to you this night.
I was outside with my sister. We was playing. And all of a sudden, got these terrible cramps in my legs. My sister, she called for me mom and dad. Dad carried me home. He gave me some ginger tea. And that's when the throwing up started. I'd never thrown up so much in my life, it hurt. I kept trying to throw up, even after there was nothing left in my stomach. There was a priest, Father Joseph, and a man I've never seen before, in a uniform. Then we were outside. The rain was dripping down my face. I don't know where we were going. I don't think we made it. Because the next thing I knew, I woke up here. I know now that I had cholera and didn't make it.
And why do you remain here?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of?
What's out there?
Diviner! Have you some charm to protect this child?
I have a charm, but it requires the light of a full moon to charge. But when it's done, it will protect the child.
This will protect you on your journey.
Do you promise?
I promise.
The time of the sound approaches and the veil between the worlds grows thin. The souls of the spirit who were brought here when they died still walk this mortal coil. Tonight we let them speak of their fates. This is a talking board. Mortal members use this to speak to the dead, but I will let the dead speak to the mortals. My price has been paid. The service I render. Let no uninvited spirit enter this place, nor interfere. Banshee of Munster, she who overlooks the River Shannon, bring forth the next spirit to speak.
Dullahan, I bring forth Liam Kennedy.
The name has been spoken. By my word, let him speak.
No, he'll play no pranks on me, will he? Dullahan?
I'll play no pranks on thee, Liam Kennedy, for the price has been paid, and the rules are clear.
Speak, Liam Kennedy. Tell us why you're here.
I don't want to go.
Is that why you remain here?
I never got to live.
Tell us how you died.
It wasn't quick, or at least I don't think it was quick. I started having dreams. At first I thought nothing of it, but soon I began to feel as though I hadn't rested after I'd just woken up. I dreamt that there was this large black cat. I dreamt it was in my room, and the cat would yowl and scratch the walls. It would drive me mad, and I swear I'd wake up the next morning and find scratch marks exactly where the cat had left them. I started feeling so tired. I started sleeping through the middle of the day in and night. The cat was there, tormenting me in my dreams. And then that's when my parents called for a priest. They want to banish the evil spirit that was in me. They want to get it all out of me to finally purify me. But the cat was still there. He was still there, torturing me. And there it was. Then I started seeing things. I started getting so sick that I couldn't leave my bed, nor eat, nor drink. I started hallucinating, and the cat, it was there one day, and it was real. I wasn't dreaming. It wasn't a dream, I swear. And I gathered all the strength I had left, and I lunged at the beast with every ounce of courage I had. But it was too quick for me. It was too quick for me, and or maybe it wasn't there. No, it had to be. I hit my head hard, really hard, and perhaps if I were better, I might have recovered, but in the state of illness that I died 3 nights later. I died never knowing if I were mad or sick or if there even was a cat.
Have you found what you're searching for?
Yes. I saw what Kiara Malloy did to Noreen. Turn into a cat appearing in dreams. She was my tormentor. The vampire murdered me!
Liam Kennedy, it seems so.
But who will tell my parents?
These answers were for you.
So they'll never know how I actually died.
I'm afraid not.
They'll never get to know I loved them.
All parents know of their child's love.
I'm ready to leave.
I offer all souls passage to Tir na nog.
And I will go.
Once complete, I will take you there. Time of the sound approaches and the veil between the worlds grows thin. The souls of the spirits who were brought here tonight still walk this mortal coil. Tonight we let them speak of their fates. This is a talking board. Mortals use it to speak to the dead, but I use it to the mortals speak to the dead, but I have the dead speak to the mortals. My price has been paid. This service I render. Let no uninvited spirit enter this place, nor interfere. Banshee of Munster, she who overlooks the River Shannon, bring forth the last spirit to speak.
Dullahan, I bring forth Ruhan O'Brien.
The name has been spoken, and by my will let them speak.
Ruhan.
I'm looking for my brother. Has anyone seen my brother?
Tell us your story. Why are you looking for your brother?
The night I died, I was here. I was working at the Shady U. I helped around the pub sometimes. I ran the errands. I poured some drinks. I sanded down the coffins, especially if there was a split in the wood. I had a coffin out back. We just gotten a large shipment in and I hadn't brought everything in yet. And I was out there working on it. Suddenly, I felt my head pulled back and the sharpness of veins under my collarbone. I didn't so much as get a chance to scream before I was staring down at my own body and Kiara Malloy standing over me. But when the Dullahan came to take me, I told him I wouldn't go. I refused the passage. I can't leave without my brother.
Run! Dad, Declan, your brother, he's dead.
Dead? No, he can't be dead. He was here not more than an hour ago.
So the vampire, she killed him as well.
But I'm here. I'm here so that he doesn't have to take the passage alone. I'm waiting for my brother.
He's gone, lad.
I came for him, Ruhan O'Brien, just as I came for you. And he took the passage to the next world.
He left me. Why would he leave me behind? He's all I had and he's gone.
I don't know that he knew that you were waiting for him.
Why would I wait for him if he was just going to leave me behind? How will I find him?
Well, there's still time for you, Ruhan. The Dullahan is taking Liam. He can take you too.
Can you drop me off where you left him? Will I be able to find him?
I can take you to the entrance, but you will have to enter Tir na nog by yourself.
I will help you run.
You will?
Suppose we'll look for my granddad while we're there, looking for Declan. I don't want to go alone either.
Oh, thank you, Liam. Thank you. I don't know what to do without me, brother. Thank you.
The time of the sound approaches and the veil between worlds grows thin. The souls of the spirit who were brought here tonight still walk this mortal coil. tonight we let 4 spirits speak of their fates. My price has been paid. This service I rendered. No invited spirit entered this space or interfered. Banshee of Munster, she who overlooks the River Shannon, are you satisfied?
I am satisfied with you, Dullahan.
Then my work is complete. William Kennedy, Rowan O'Brien, your carriage awaits.
I'm ready to be going, Dullahan. I found what I needed. I found the name of my secret admirer.
I offer passage to All Souls, Niamh McCarthy.
Please, don't leave me here. I'm afraid.
There's room for you too, Vincent Moore.
Can you tell me what's like out there?
My task is bound to this mortal coil. I have not stepped foot in Tirnanod for fear I'd no longer be able to shepherd souls and stay in the world beyond.
Oh, I don't want to be gone from this world.
Time will come when we will all be gone from this world.
Come with us. We'll go together.
Will I get to grow up there?
I see many things that lie ahead on your next journey.
Okay. I'll come.
Down by the Sally Garden, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally Garden on little snow-white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow. But I, being young and foolish, with her did not agree. In a field by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she placed her snow-white hand. She bid me take life easy as the grass grows on the wind. But I was young and foolish, and now I am full of tears. Tonight, you've had your fortunes told, and you've tried your luck. You've shared a pint or a drink, and some stew, even heard a tale or two. And as we send you back out into the world, a toast. At All Hallows Tide, may God keep you safe from the goblin and the puka and the black-hearted stranger, from the harm of the water and the hurt of the fire, from all other danger, from stumbles and tumbles and tricksters to vex ya. May God in his mercy this week protect ya. Sláinte! Happy salad.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out. This is the entire cast of Fallen Saints 2024, The Body of Kiara Malloy, The Shady You Experience. From over here, we have Ron Gabaldon, we have Philip Wheeler, we have Heather Vasquez, Emily Vassilos, Gail Murray, Dylan Porter, Renita Gleason, Michael Guthrie Menke, Tricia Guthrie Menke, Amber Kessinger, Michelle Moloka,
much for joining us. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell. Let us know who your favorite ghost was, or was your favorite the vampire? Still rooting for that love story. So you wrote and starred in the show. That is very impressive.
Thank you.
Did they kind of have the concept to go with Irish mythology, or did you start with that?
I was the one who's like, this is what I'm going to do this year, and I wrote it. And actually, this is the second Irish show I wrote. I have a full-length, quite bigger one that's also set in the same time period called The Wake of Annie Grady. And so you will come in as mourners to Annie Grady, who has passed.
That's really cool.
So this is also set in that world, and it's the one so I have two set in the same world.
Okay, so it's the same world. Will there be any reoccurring characters? Is anyone coming back?
Not for the other one.
Okay.
It's a whole it has the same feel, same time period, but it's definitely very different.
Yeah.
It's more, it has a lot of the murder mystery elements.
Oh. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So now we are a queer channel.
Okay,
and we love vampires.
Great.
And we were getting a little bit of sapphic vibes from the first one.
Yes.
Was that intentional?
It was.
Okay,
it
cool.
Was 100% intentional, yeah.
That's awesome, because we were super rooting for the vampire love there. We were like, run away with her, just do it.
I can tell you she was also rooting for that as well.
Yeah.
It was a surprise to everyone.
We were like, no, don't do it. Where as the writer, you had to make obviously the hard choice to end that love story, but were you rooting for them?
Obviously. Okay. I was rooting for them the whole time.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So what kind of, what made you land on vampires? Because vampires are a very fun, very queer, and like very dramatic genre. We love vampires so much.
It's really hard to say exactly at what point. As I was reading through a lot of Irish history, something I found that was true was that they'd bring dead bodies into the pub to store them.
Yes.
And so I was thinking about that, and I was like, okay, well, what could I do with that? And I think that's how the bar started rolling. It's like, a vampire, okay, but why can't the vampire just walk in? Well, they have bridges, crosses everywhere, so that was sort of the how. But if they brought her in, then
she got permission to go inside.
Yeah, so I just sort of started working off that, and then as you saw, every room a bridges cross was up. It had to come down if she left, and that was the whole problem. Her leaving again is they were everywhere when she did not plan for.
She was like,
why are they everywhere?
Why are these people so superstitious? What is with this text?
Exactly.
What's with the pub?
But that's like all kind of. But it also started earlier than that, because they're talking about what happened yesterday.
Yes.
That influenced today, and then how we got to being here. So I think that's that little bit of, to answer your question, that little bit of Irish history is how I kind of started working out what was going to happen.
Okay. That's really cool. Now, the kind of friendship romance thing though, did she plan on that? Was she kind of looking for like a girl to run away with, or was that a surprise that she liked her and was like, no, I really.
What do you think?
I think it was a surprise, but I mean, you wrote it. Like
voices though. She's been hearing voices for days.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh. As a reader of Carmilla, I'm embarrassed. She's been haunted by this beautiful love who's about to come into her life.
And that is an answer.
Yeah. I thank you so much for joining us.
You have it. Some of the challenges of writing in this space and being able to navigate the audience, and because we were going between some of the rooms sometimes during scenes, so how do you write towards us being able to have free will?
This kind of space, and us being able to move between spaces.
Yeah. So this is my 6th immersive show.
Okay.
So I've found a couple of things along the way. And I like to write a story that is in linear time that runs for the duration of an audience being. It lives here. You didn't need to leave this space or felt like you need to leave this space in order to get the answers you needed.
Right.
But you did see the story through different perspectives. And I think that that's really important when you're doing work like this, at least when I'm doing work like this. I really need to be clear, what is each character's perspective?
Yeah.
A vampire comes in, every character has a different reason because of their background, their age, everything.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm very clear on how each person is going to operate, it's very easy to write all of their tracks simultaneously. And that's how I have to think about it when I'm moving it forward. So I just sort of think about what needs to happen in the space to tell the story.
That's really cool. Yeah. And I really like that character approach, just like thinking of where they're all coming from so that no matter where they are in the space, they always have something. They don't disappear at any point. Like they're always existing.
You are on the minute the audience comes in and you are off when the house is empty. That's it. Other than that, it's like you have to follow the flow of the story.
Yeah.
You can't get ahead of it and you can't fall behind it. So it's really, there's a technical aspect where we all have to be in sync to make it work.
Yeah, it's very challenging as an actor to be on for that amount of time, moving through different spaces.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some amazing people who stepped up to do this. So, I mean, obviously without them, none of this was going to be possible.
Right. I think that the cast was fantastic. I think your story was fantastic. I love learning about how all of this came together and the story elements. You've been amazing. Thank you so much. We really enjoyed this.
Thank you.
A lot. Thank you guys for joining us, Creatures of the Night. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and let us know what else you'd like to know about this really cool show in the comments. We know some of the people who put this on, and so we could probably get you some answers. Yay!